put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back, and of course, let me thank you for sharing the live. We are here on Tobago Updates Television. It's a sporting morning here in Tobago on Tobago Updates Television. Of course, thank you so much for staying tuned. Of course, before we get into the interview with the Great Race, folks from Great Race, I want to encourage persons to jump out, support the Tobago Player Development Open Tryouts. Of course, you saw them earlier this year where they had teams traveling regionally. They also have international tours, international tournaments, regional tournaments, college showcase, professional trials. Right? All the information is there. August 28th, Signal Hill Field, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open to boys 10 to 20. Yeah, for more information, you can WhatsApp Lex at 302-4135, or you can send an email to the email address on the flyer. Of course, we're going to share it on our platforms as well. And thank you so much for supporting the Tobago Player Development Program. Very important to our development here in Tobago where football is concerned. All right, so we have had the Commonwealth Youth Games. Of course, we have the sports camp happening right now. Last weekend we had the Tobago Hill Climb, and guess what? We're having Great Race tomorrow. It's a beehive of activities right here in Tobago, and we are all for it. We are all for it. In the studio with me, I have Mr. Stephen Lewis, right?
Yes.
Stephen Lewis, and online I have Mr. Johnathan Tardieu.
Correct.
I got it right. I like all the uniform this morning. Very patriotic. You could have told me you have an next one outside there.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning, guys. Yeah, yes. So good morning, Mr. Tardieu. You hear me loud and clear, right?
Good morning, how you do? Yeah, hear me loud and clear.
Fantastic. Great Race 2023. All set for Great Race 2023?
So far, everything seems to be going according to plan, so fingers crossed. The only thing we're looking out for would be the weather, but from a logistical standpoint, everything looks good, man.
Yeah. Stephen, and your position on the association?
Well, I am you can say that I am a new member towards the executive committee, and I'm liaising very closely with the treasurer. So
okay. So you're like to be a representative?
Well, I am the first person of the association to be here for Tobago. So I am definitely excited to come and showcase us as the TTBBA to be the face.
Fantastic. Congratulations there. Mr. Tardieu, over the years, right, what I've become accustomed to with Great Race, especially like today, the boats will normally like parade the streets of Scarborough just to build a hype. I mean, that plan again this year?
No. All right. So for the parade that used to happen in Scarborough, I believe that was a separate that was a Tobago regatta that we used to have in Easter. For Great Race, usually the parade of the boats happens in Trinidad, and that goes through. I think this was one of the first years we actually started back the parade since COVID.
Oh, so okay. So the parade is going to be happening in Trinidad. I guess sometime today.
Yeah.
While the boat
that actually happened. That was the 5th of August. So that happened about 2 weeks ago.
In terms of the boats participating this year, care to share any information?
Sure. We have about 30 boats taking part this year. As everybody would usually ask, we have only 2 big boats racing this year. That'll be Mr. Solo and Ironman. The majority of the boats make up the smaller classes from the 60-mile, 70, and 80-mile boats, and the spec class.
Oh, okay. So Mr. Solo is making a return. What's the record like for Mr. Solo? Because since I've known myself following Great Race, Mr. Solo been the boat to beat or the boat that's been winning Great Race.
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I can't tell you, but I think he's somewhere he's won it at least probably 18 times. I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, he's been consistent through it all. In recent years, he's been given some healthy competition from Monster. Yeah, but Monster decided they were going to sit this year out, and I think they're planning to return next year. But this year looks like it's a battle between Ironman and Mr. Solo.
And Mr. Solo. This is what the A-class category.
Yeah, well, Mr. Solo is the A-class, and Ironman would be the B class.
Oh,
But
okay.
on the North Coast, they more or less kind of match for speed.
Yeah. You have raced before?
I have not.
Right.
Yeah, but very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
and your thoughts on the Great Race? I mean, it happens once a year, every year, and people look forward to it. Not only for the battle on the seas, but in Canaan Monaco. I mean, over the years in Storby, after the boats are in, big party and thing. I mean, your thoughts on the whole idea of Great Race?
Oh, well, Great Race, I would say definitely. I think we need to push it a little more. Just like how we have the greatest show on earth, which is Carnival.
I like that.
We have the Great Race, which is the greatest race on earth that would represent to the entire Caribbean, not just Trinidad and Tobago, but the entire Caribbean, right? And I would say definitely that Great Race, it brings a lot of the communities together. Not only Tobago. It brings Trinidad, it brings the Caribbean of the islands, it brings Tobago, it brings everyone together when it comes to not only the partying, but actually getting to know what the sport is about.
Right.
Yeah, and it is definitely a huge sport, right? And with the racing and everything, it is exciting.
Yeah, and do you believe that we should have it more than once for the year?
Well, we're going to be under stress. If it's more than once for the year, but definitely, I would love to have the racing as much as we can. Yeah, but in order to keep the hype of the event, Great Race deserves a once a year.
But what's difficult in putting together a race? I mean, it may sound simple to others, but tell us about the behind the scenes activities that you guys have to put in place to ensure the success of the Great Race.
Well, great. So behind the scenes is that we have our executive committee, and they work tirelessly throughout the year, to be honest, throughout the year to actually get the racers, the boats.
Because some of them compete elsewhere throughout the year.
Correct. Yeah. And even apart from having the boats and the racers and so on, being able to put on the show is a lot when it comes to having sponsorship.
Right.
Yeah, and well, this year we have Carib
again.
Correct. Carib is one of our biggest sponsors. Yeah, and exactly, they have the name as Carib Great Race. And apart from just having the racers and so on, the sponsorship carries us a very long way when it comes to putting on each show. And I know that it is not just Great Race we have, right? It's not just the Trinidad race into Tobago. We also have the preliminary events called regatta. Right. We have up to 5 regattas before the Great Race. So it's more or less like the qualifications before each team enter into the race.
So you have to build their points. You have to get points from the regattas.
Yeah, well,
in order to qualify for the Great Race.
Really, more or less, yeah.
Right, and you would have had the regattas this year?
Yes, definitely.
But not in Tobago. I didn't.
And unfortunately, no, we did not have any in Tobago, but we can definitely look into having some regattas in Tobago. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And to get back to Mr. Tardieu, you mentioned that you only have 2 boats in the 2 big boats this year, and you have an influx of the smaller boats. Is it that the bigger boats are probably feeling the heat in terms of putting out a boat out there? Because I'm sure it's very difficult to maintain one of these vessels.
Correct. So I think a lot of the issues with the big boats not being able to make it out is a lot more financial than anything else. Because even for us putting on an event, Great Race, even as Stefan mentioned, the regattas throughout the year, some of the issues we've been having is sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
We were very lucky this year with Great Race in that coming close up to the date, we were struggling to get funding for it. Luckily, as Stefan mentioned, we had Carib come on board. We also had a lot of support from THA and the Tobago Tourism Agency.
Yeah, nice.
We had a lot of people also within the fraternity that really helped push this thing coming on board. So just that alone is a reflection that, to maintain one of those big boats and to have it when out there and racing 5 times for the year, and then Great Race. Great Race is the big boy, but that is always a difficult task for that to happen.
Yeah. And what about Tobago boats? We have Tobago boats participating here as well.
All right. So for for the 5 regattas, which is our national championship, we actually have a class called the 50 mile an hour, right? Which we have a lot of is made up mainly of Tobago boats, which you all refer to them as the Zessa boats. And boy, we enjoy those guys. They come down here for our regattas, and boy, there's our vibes with
It's
those
a show.
boys.
I have a brother from Castara, Cullen Ferguson. I mean, I often see, when he shares his pictures and videos with him racing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that name, Cullen Ferguson out of Castara. The guys from Castara, they love that boat racing stuff.
I think I was actually up in Castara the end of last year because there's the Plymouth Regatta that they had. I actually brought across my boat there, and like I say, it's a real enjoyable race, boy.
Yes, because and then next weekend is going to be Castara's Fisherman. Fisherman Fete in Tobago, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Sunday. Yeah, wait. Sometime around this time here, because what we normally do, we gauge when there's great race, and then I know after that we're going to be Castara, and then it's a spectacle because they normally race as well with these Zessa boats. With these Zessa boats, right?
The only thing is with the Zessa boats, they're a little too small to race a great race. So that's the only problem with them. They don't meet the length requirement. I think majority of these Zessa boats might be around 14, 15 feet around there.
Right.
The great race requirement is you have to be 20 feet, obviously for safety reasons, right? But what happens is that a lot of the boys come down and race some of the bigger boats that are available. And well, we have a proper Tobago representative and competitor in Mr. Ajmal.
Yes,
with
man.
Blue Eyes. I'm sure you're familiar with that boat.
Yeah. And then I saw him last week racing cars as well too in the Tobago Hill Climb. So he likes speed. Let's put it that way. He likes speed. And as we wrap, in terms of the where you're gonna start and time you're starting.
Okay, so great. So we are starting in Trinidad on the foreshore. We asked everyone all the boats to be there by 6, and the race is going to start promptly at 7:15.
Right, that's what the smaller boats going on first.
Everyone.
One time?
Everyone is going to start at 7:15, and they're going to make their way all the way to Tobago. I think they're going to come around onto Maracas there by Grand Verde, and then they're going to head straight into Tobago.
Fantastic. And how long it should take the first boat to arrive in Tobago?
Well, once you run it straight over there, then you're gonna more or less reach by 8, 9 o'clock.
8, 9 o'clock.
Latest.
I know folks will want to take the kids down there just to see the boats. I mean, it's a spectacle. Let's hear the engines roar and all these different things. I mean, the 55th great race, NLCB, Carib, Vibe City 105. I normally look forward to hearing the coverage as well. You have the helicopters there as well. All right. So Mr. Lewis and Mr. Tardieu, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with us this morning. I want to wish all the participants a safe passage to Tobago. I'm really hoping for good weather as well. Right? We have had some good years with great race. I too will be at Storby. Hoping to see the boats, but hoping to do other things as well. Right? Yes, and good luck to all the Tobago boats going out there and participate. I mean, it's an adrenaline rush. I am not one that I will participate in, but I can imagine the hype and the excitement for the guys that are participating. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thanks
all the best. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to take a break and we'll return with the Good Morning Tobago with Candace. Yeah. Guys, remember to share the live, right? Share the live. It has been an amazing morning here on Tobago Updates Television talking sports. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Go out there and support the great race, yes? And be safe.